I'll tell you about the toxic exposure for the Gulf War veterans. What we fought for is there's a base camp, which I'm going to get the name for it right now. It's Qamishiyya in Iraq, and that base camp, after operations and that successful push into Iraq early on that one, that the General Schwarzkopf invasion way back then. They got Saddam Hussein, and they captured all of his weapons and all of his military might, whatever it was. They captured it, and then when we're about to leave there, they built an enormous burn pit. They built this hole, and how do I explain the burn pit? It's like an enormous lake or a pond that's shoveled out. You can drop a bomb, drop a 1,000-pound bomb, and the crater will give you the beginning of it, right? And then you shovel it out. You build a kind of wall around it, and the military can get anything done anywhere, anytime. It's its beauty and its power. And in there, they throw everything and they burn it because it's stuff they don't want to carry back. It's not prudent or costly to continue with this. And they throw maybe a broken Jeep in there, or 100 Jeeps, all our old clothing, guns that are deformed, and diesel fuel, all of that. Just metal, rubber, cloth, gunk, awful junk, machine oil, all of that. And they light it and they burn it. Now, this is supposed to be, this pit is supposed to be a safe distance away from the base camp. And why I mentioned Qamishiyya is because there was a base camp within the distance, an unsafe distance to the base camp. And there were 110,000 soldiers that came through this base camp, and that was burning. That was burning for a long time. And part of the burn was the rockets that we captured from Saddam Hussein, that were rockets that was tipped with sarin gas. So these rockets were to explode, and there were poison gas in there. And part of those things were in there. Those rockets were in there, and they exploded along with other things that we had in there. Bullets popped, and hand grenades popped, and mortars popped, and things, and badly placed or damaged weaponry and ordnance popped, and everything's burning and popping, right? And the smoke that rose out of there went across and into the base camp at Qamishiyya. And the reason I know this is because Ron Brown did the research on this so far as to go and look at Google Earth and get the Google Earth maps from those days when it was burning, and those days that he was at Qamishiyya. And the wind pattern goes right across the base. They smelled it. They slept in the stink. It was toxic. It was poison. And Ron Brown is ill because of it. And he's the guy, the man, the soldier, the sergeant who was on it. He was a real soldier, Southern guy that was full of the joy of the military. He loved the military. He was strack. He was in order, in shape, on it. And he's ill. He can't walk without a cane. And he can't sit anywhere for a long time without being completely uncomfortable. And his wife and his daughter struggle to keep him healthy, as well as him struggling himself. So he did this research. He's the one that gave me those two red wells, which is those lawyer folders full of evidence. And I looked at evidence over it. It was perfectly sequenced with photos and and expert witnesses who testified and notarized documents. I was ready to shoot right from the hip because of this fellow's work. It was a lawyer's dream, right? So he's the one who's been fighting this for so long. James McCormick, who is the government affairs person, who's a spark plug, got this meeting called, and President Burke pulled my coat and said, I said, I'd be happy to push this around. As a lawyer, it's a dream, right? Let's go. Vietnam Veterans of America against the United States of America and the Department of War. I even like the sound of that, right?